Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel where we take raw glass material and we turn it into art. Stay tuned with me because in this episode we're going to make a wigwag, and I'm going to talk to you the whole time, so it won't be that boring. So we're going to start with some tubing here, and this is from Golden Gate. And this is called line tubing. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach a raw tube to the other side of it. I've already attached a handle to this side. So we're going to attach another clear handle to it. Get both sides evenly as hot. Stick them together. And keep it twisting. Keep the glass twisting. I like glass blowing because it kind of gets you in that moment. You can't really not pay attention to it. You have to pay attention. You can't really drift. In order to achieve flow, you want to stay fluid. And that's kind of why it's just therapeutic for most of us that do this is we get to just be in that moment. We get to just be. We're breathing. We're feeling. We can feel the sweat on our brow. We can feel the cool breeze, and that's a nice relief. So we're going to give it a little twist on this side, and then we'll move it over to the other side, and we're going to give it a little twist on this side. And this is called a reversal. Glass blowers like to call them wigwags. Glass blowing's actually got a really, really long and rich history as well. It came from the ancient island. Well, I don't know if it's it's still an island there in Venice, in the island of Murano. That's where lampworking originates from. About 3,000 years ago, our ancestors did the first lamp work, and you could never leave the island once they taught you how to blow glass, otherwise they'd kill you. That's how fiercely these Venetians guarded their secrets. So the ancient glass blowers had it a little bit different than us, because they couldn't ever leave. They just had to stay at their torch, keep their head down, and keep on pumping. Otherwise, their fierce Venetian master would cut their head off, or however the fuck they killed them. I don't know how they did it. So I'm going to work this from side to side, just giving it a little twist. I don't have to give it a giant twist, because when I make the reversal, it's going to tighten up. So from one side to the other, just a little bit of a twist. And if you like this video, or if you're finding it helpful in any way, it'd be really, really super cool if you could like. That really, really helps the channel out. And if you want to see more videos like this, you should consider subscribing to the channel, because this is just a part of my life. We like to make glass on the weekends. Sometimes I'll post videos of me at work doing metal work, and that's pretty cool too. Show you the CNC table that I got. Oh good, you didn't go anywhere. We're just grabbing another one. Another piece of line tubing. You can do prep work with me. We'll talk about current events. What's going on in the world today? I heard there's a government shutdown looming. Today is Sunday, so we don't really worry about the current events. We just kind of blow glass. That way we can get our head space correct. Hey, little bird.
Hey, Dad.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. Hi, everybody watching this video.
Thank you, sweetheart. A little cameo from Riverbird. Getting this attached from one side to the next. And then we plug it with an earplug on one side. You could let me know in the comments section if you also like to blow glass, or what brings you to this video. That'd be fun. I'll answer them. I'll answer every single comment, because we're trying to build a community here, not just viewership. I want to show you guys how I live my life, because I've been through adversity, and the struggle and the pain that's brought me here has been the gift, because I chose not to suffer. But if you guys want to hear a little bit about my history, I started back in 2005 when I was 17, and that was the first year I ever bought myself a propane oxygen torch, and it was a little Carlisle Mini CC. Before that, you know, we was messing with a hothead, which is propane. But you know, a teenager doesn't really have a lot of money for glass. So I got me a job at a grocery store, and I remember that day. I was almost 18, and I got a torch, and it mixed propane and oxygen, and I was like, wow, what the fuck is this? This is so cool. I could melt glass like efficiently. You know, I could stick a little stringer rod into the end of a piece of 10 millimeter rod and make a mushroom, and it just blew me away. The potential to this, and you know, I continued, and it wasn't until 2012 I started my first business, and just started, you know, hustling. You know, that was during the time when the dab wave kind of hit America for the first time in a long time, and through the 2010s, it was just open season for glass blowers to, you know, go from relative obscurity to just superstardom with the trade shows like Champs and Glass Vegas. You got AGE. You got like these sort of just, you know, sort of garage kids making just the coolest shit ever. Through 2012 all the way until about 2018, I was just hustling until I started embracing, you know, like bad habits, like drinking, making pretty raw choices with my time and energy and money, thinking life was just a big old party. So I ended up homeless and had to start taking odd construction jobs again to make ends meet. But, you know, I never stopped really hanging on to this dream of blowing glass. So you fast forward to around COVID, been working a couple years doing these odd construction jobs. I built a solar field. I worked in a sheet metal shop. I even did dishes at a casino for a night or two. You know, I gotta say that buffet was delicious, but that's not where I see myself. I knew that I deserved better. So during this time, I also started teaching myself financial intelligence, because God, I knew there had to be a better way than just living paycheck to paycheck and always just being broke, trying to just hustle your way to the next set of bills. So I started teaching myself about financial intelligence, and that was a major turning point. I met up with Jerome Baker in 2020 after during the height of COVID, and I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, and started learning how to make some of the most iconic bongs in the world. And that was a great experience for me because, although I was homesick and away from New Mexico, it was a good learning experience how to make the kind of bongs I wanted to make with my company, and sort of take that knowledge with me. The company's no more, but it's down. It's limited because of the economic shifts. I mean, no one can really predict that super inflation's going to hit and no one's going to be buying bongs like they used to, or that legal weed is going to tank the market. These are all things that we weren't expecting to happen. We thought the party would last forever, but here in the real world, I guess that's just not the case. Oh, nice, you're still here. Thanks for not clicking off this video. Let's go a little bit more into it. So, 2023 hits, and I'm fighting with my landlord. No, this was 2022. I was there almost 3 years learning how to make the bongs. Every single station by station, I learned everything I could. Took it in like I was an intern, like I didn't even know how to blow glass. I swear, I met the coolest people there. I met Jason Harris, Jordan, cool guy. They're real cool guys. They started that company in '91, and it was awesome to be there, just to be a part of that. Omar taught me how to blow glass on the lathe, and it was really, really cool the way he did it, just so precise. And then there's Chris Campbell. He showed me a little bit about finishing, making the bongs, station by station. This was just a step-by-step learning process for me. That's the way I took it, is that I might not have been making a lot of money, but what I was gaining was an invaluable education there. And we lasted almost till 2023. And we moved back to New Mexico. My fiance and I, Amanda, we got married here about a year ago, and now we're here in almost 2 years ago now. I mean, this has just been a really great turning point in my life because I can do this for fun now, as to where before it was hustle, hustle, hustle. How many bongs can you make? I don't know if we're gonna be able to, get remunerated correctly. We didn't have it like that. We were always kind of by the skin of our teeth, but it was an invaluable experience for me to learn how to blow glass with those boys. Mente was instrumental in my life. Mente, Mr. Donnie Alves, he showed me how to draw on glass. He showed me how to do straight string tech. The way Mente 45 learned it, taught himself back in the day, back in like 97 and shit. These high-end finishers would ask him for like, hey, can you make me a top with like a lion on it or something? And he'd be like, yeah, I'll do that for you. Hey, he's a cool motherfucker. All of you were. Cowboy. Cowboy was cool. Get better at blowing glass, Cowboy. You're gonna do fine. And I got to meet Soulfire, and God, she's just an incredible female glassblower. Very, very talented female glassblower. Very, very delicate with her touches. Insanely dedicated to her craft. And I'll never forget all of you people that sort of got me here today. All of the homage I got to pay, and all the lessons I learned from you guys have just been invaluable. Omar, Carlos, Chris, Mente, Jen, Jason, Jordan, and then, you know, now we're here in 2025, still blowing glass, still doing our thing. You know, now I got a full-time career as a sheet metal foreman, and so now I can do that for money. And then also we sort of got these sort of real estate deals going on, and I'm gonna set myself up consistently through life so that I can retire into this magical glassblowing thing that I love to do. You're never just gonna turn it off. You just gotta keep grinding. You just gotta keep hustling. Learn how to make your money work for you, so that you don't have to work for your money. And if you do that, you're going to have a better life. I like to pay myself first. I know that if you're still watching this video, you care about your future. You care about being the best because you're dedicated. You're ultra dedicated. If you're still here to learn, you want to know what it is that I know. I've made a lot of mistakes with money before, but when I decided to start paying myself, like this book that I read, The Richest Man in Babylon, the core value of that book is to pay yourself first before you buy all that stupid shit. You're not gonna buy this torch because, you know, you're not gonna put it on credit. You're not gonna pay for your emergencies with money that you don't have. You're gonna do it with the money that you do have. And when you pay yourself first, it's not like you pay yourself your whole paycheck. You just give yourself a part of it. Just a little bit that says, future me matters. Future me is more important than all that stupid shit out there that I don't need, and trying to impress people that don't fucking care about you. They don't love you. So stop trying to impress them with a new phone, a new car, none of that shit. You don't need none of that shit. What you really truly need in your life is money in a bank account. Loads of it. It's gonna set you free. I'm not saying to love the money, because God would say, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So don't love the money. Love how generous you can be. Love how dedicated to your family you can be. Love that you can pay your bills on time without worrying about where that shit's coming from. Because a life lived like this has been so fulfilling to me. So fulfilling to me. I went from living in my car and homeless to now I've got like a trailer home, you know. That's where I'm at in life. But that's mine, you know. I own it. And, you know, we got the lot rent because we live in a trailer park, and so we pay lot rent here. But that's real cheap. That ain't nothing like the average rent in America went up over $1,000, and I really pray for all of you that are struggling, that you'll find your way to tell yourself that your future self matters too. The future you matters more than today. And if you died today, then I guess it wouldn't matter anyway. But if you live until tomorrow, you're gonna need some money. And that is the reality of it. But you know, enough of, if you've already started paying yourself, let me know in the comments below, because we're gonna build a community of people that prioritize themselves. You know, we're gonna build a community of dedicated young glass blowers, hard workers, construction workers. We're gonna build a community of people that give a shit about their future selves. We're gonna just rant on this camera ad nauseum about it too, until you finally, you know, get it, that everything that I'm talking with you about on this YouTube video is gonna make your life better, because you matter. And it's proof positive, if you're watching this video, that you deserve to exist, because you're looking on a device that, you know, a lot of people don't even have access to. You're watching this on, you know, your iPhone, you're watching this on your Galaxy, your Motorola, whatever smart device you're watching this on, your computer with the internet connection. We all got to be grateful for the things that this earth has and provides for us on the daily. You got food in your refrigerator, you've got, you know, running water at every faucet. So I mean, for that, you've got a beautiful family in your house. You've got that to be proud of. And be proud of yourself too, because give yourself some credit. Be kind to yourself. You've focused on not just surviving, but also thriving. You've survived long enough, and now it's your time to thrive. You're gonna do really great in life. I believe in you. Because first and foremost, I had to believe in myself. I had to believe that I was a good person first. And when I did that, it made all the difference. It really did. We'll see you in the next one.